가봅시다. 7대7이야? 7대7.
The Astros have gotten off to a good start so far this season. For more on that, let's check in with Heidi Watney. Heidi?
Matt, this team entered the season carrying the weight of high expectations from their fan base, and they've responded with a solid start out of the gate. The players and coaches that I've talked to think there's still a lot of room for improvement, though, and they're challenging themselves to raise the bar even higher.
아무래도 이건 별론 것 같아.
In every aspect.
컨트롤 좋네. 리그 앤더슨 9794
To the game. We'll keep an eye out for that as the season progresses.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Ooh, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Now the 1-2 pitch. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And a huge mistake, as that's going to move the winning run into scoring position. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Possible winning run on second. No one out.
퍼펙트다. 아이고.
Swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meadows moving back to the track. Go!
나이스 홈런.
Game over. So a two-run shot to left center, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
진짜 시끄러. 홈런.
Wow, Everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
퍼펙트. 퍼펙트.
So what do you take, if anything, from this one, guys?
Matty, this season is still just getting underway. A lot of these teams haven't really shown us who they are or who they're going to be. And the ones who have begun to do so haven't had enough time to separate all that much from the pack anyway.
Yeah, this was an exciting early season game and a definite boost for the winner. But I don't take too much from these games just yet. Like D-Rose said, teams identify themselves really from this point on.
오, 에인절스 왜 이렇게 잘해? 에인절스 낚시 많이 했나? 투수? 전 담배 한 대 피고 올게요.
You're in too deep to go back again. Cash is pay to play. You want more hits than lemonade. No, you don't own me. You don't even know me. This vagabond with a two-part path to the great beyond. Say genuine, the grounds were up. I can help you find. You're a dreamer. Call me when you're Bieber.
어때 산불을 이기고 있건.
That's nothing odd. That's nothing wrong. Cause a good song never dies. It just reminds you.
We mentioned earlier that a lot of fans came out to the park today hoping to bear witness to a sweep. Heidi, what's the tenor in the stands as this close game gets nearer a conclusion?
Well, Matt, these home fans brought their brooms today, and they want to use them. We know in Major League Baseball how infectious the enthusiasm of winning can be. Coming through in this game to complete the series sweep would likely send this team's confidence soaring. Let's see if they can get it done.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
있다. 초
First pitch coming. Here it is. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Grossman over at second. Simeon is over at first with one away. Inside with the breaking ball. 2-0. And he fouls this one off.
지금 바꿨잖아.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he is in there. So striding in, Chris Davis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. On the year, Davis has a .280 batting average. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
1-0 the count. 1-0. Here it is. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, this is a huge pitch right here. It would be demoralizing to watch this inning slip away.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A's threatened, but bottom of the inning now, and former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. The 1-0 home. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 5 runs.
컨트롤 안 좋네. 허심 투심. 5880.
8 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ready with the 1-1. Line drive to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
The left fielder, number 22,
So here's Josh Reddick as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Reddick behind the ball and 2 strikes.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1 left for Houston. Ryan Presley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
number 55.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. Now the 0-1. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge. And we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Three and two to the A's center fielder.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
The next 3-2. Down the left field line and deep. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Tony Kemp is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. No one out with a runner at second. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. That one is out of here. This game is tied.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Sean Murphy.
Stepping in now, Sean Murphy, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Now back.
Here's Robbie Grossman. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run.
Now pitching for the Athletics.
New pitcher coming on.
컨트롤 좋네. 98호 8076 085-80.
Now the right-hander Yusmeiro Petit. He's set. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Hinder settles under it, and there's one gone. Ready once again, Yordan Alvarez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
Alvarez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Petit typically throws a lot of strikes coming in out of the bullpen, resulting in low walk totals, although he has been snake bitten by the home run ball at times in the past.
One of the keys for this guy, Matt, is not being afraid to attack the strike zone. With that said, he is prone to giving up the home runs. I think one of the cause of that, Matty B, he leaves a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. He needs to be down in the zone when he's effective.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Two and 1.
Count 2-1.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. So a full count now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The right fielder, number 30.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. Michael Brantley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Michael Brantley.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. He's set. The 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's hitless in 6 tries. Right side, hit hard. And a reach with the backhand, but he comes up empty as that gets by him. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Digging in once again, Martin Maldonado. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Carlos Correa will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Carlos Correa.
Fouled away.
아깝다.
The 0-1 offering.
아,
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Lifted in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Two left. Carlos Correa will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now playing right field, number 23.
All set to start the ninth in this one, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop Marcus Semien.
Now catching, number 1, Carlos Correa.
Dustin Garneau is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out towards shallow right. Altuve waits on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now the A's designated hitter, Chris Davis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Fastball swung on and missed.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. Down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
2-2. Here it is. And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And standing in is the veteran outfielder, George Springer.
The center fielder, George Springer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A drive
That's
to
a home
left.
run.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria.
끝내기 없나?
A solo shot here to left. And with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, D-Roll, all those brooms the people brought to the ballpark today, they're waving them mightily right now.
Yeah, I mean, what's better for adding a little extra swagger to a team than a series sweep? This was a big win for this club, and I expect to see them walking tall into their next series.
트레이드 기회. 아, 스위치네. 안녕하세요. 잠깐 마이템을 만들어야 될 것 같네요. 얘네들이 구성을 꽤 많이 주네. 아, 이게 아니지.
Long hair girl with Celine on, yeah. She ain't got a job, but she rockin' bomb, yeah. Hey, y que no pare, que con mi gente ando de pare. Hoy día no nos frena nadie, así que ahora mejor salte, no pare. Hey, go ahead, girl, with your brick on, yeah.
다 반응이구나.
She ain't got a job, but she rockin' ball me. Yeah, I don't want a little bit, I want the whole thing. One make a Mary Jeans, oh yeah. Why hating on me, oh yeah. Don't you make it hot, don't make a scene, oh yeah. In the cut with the pump, hit his bean, oh yeah. Like a lick, but I'm not one. Get in the cut with it. One up top, hit his top. One up top, hit his top. Just let me know if it's a problem. Bobby, I make it hot, boy. I was really on the block.
이거 나가는 건 어떻게 나가는 거야? 잠깐 팀 좀 만들게요.
Solo desperté en una habitación que no era de mi hotel. Entonces me enojé, luego me calmé porque había algo para beber. Una vez de buen humor me escapé para el club. Encima dentro había amigos que eran de la cruz. Ahí como que todo se descontroló y terminé con menos plata que víctima Robin Hood. Y ay, te juro que no me di cuenta. Ay, ahora como vuelvo pa' casa, solo me quedó agua en el bolsillo. que no pare. Que con mi gente ando de pare. Hoy día no nos ven a nadie. Así que ahora mejor salte, no pare.
Ehre Adrianza is the new man on the squad, and he finds himself in the starting lineup after they went out and dealt for him.
And Matty, it's never too early to make a...
Now at the plate, Tim Lopes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fries here as he's going to try to lay one down. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out.
오, 컨트롤 C시군. 58581. 58581.
For him this time, that's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get out.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Aledmus Diaz. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that misses for ball 4, and it's first and second now with nobody out. Standing in, Miles Straw, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Liner towards second. And there's his first hit in his new uniform. That has to feel good to get that out of the way.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Ehre Adrianza will be the next to bat. Fouled off.
이 공을 잘 던지네.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. Ready for another chance? Aledmus Diaz. He drew a walk his first time up. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Ehre Adrianza. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. All set for the start of the inning. And next it'll be the switch-hitting first baseman, Ehre Adrianza. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Now the pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
100% 줄로.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Now batting.
Into the box, Miles Straw. He singled his last time up. Skied into very shallow right. Henniger has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping into the box, Martin Maldonado. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him. He comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Kyle Seager.
It doesn't look very promising. This one, as we move into the later innings, down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Ready for another shot. Now, Aire Adri.
9588.
Piazza. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First delivery to him on the way. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's fouled away. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's 3 for 15. Hit out towards second. To second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, 2-hopper.
Digging in, Tom Murphy, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. You're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy. They've got the work cut out for him.
And he'll take this to the bag himself. Today didn't go the way he wanted it to at the plate. Kind of a pedestrian debut with his new team.
Yeah, it wasn't his finest hour with the bat, but he should have plenty of opportunities down the stretch to make an impact.
La 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 bamba, shaded. Yeah, what you gon' do for the bag? Yeah, spin it like in my last. Yeah, spin it, make it all bad. La 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 bamba, shout it bad. Yeah, all the cash up for grabs. Yeah, there's no cap. She like that, I keep coming back. La 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 bamba. Yeah, she just want hard Celine. She like the bar Kareem. I'm trying to get all between. Yeah. She pop it all on me. Take on a shopping spree. Let her get a property. Hey, come to my palace. I know you tired them dudes be capping. Boy, quit capping. She like my fashion. I put on strings like Richie Valens. You the baddest. I'ma talk them rat, no salad. Send the address. I pull up that fantastic. I can't leave you alone. No. You the only girl who get to stay until the moon. No cap. Dime que me amas, better tell me on the phone. Facts. She say you can't have my corazón. La bamba. Say that. Yeah. What you gon' do for the bag? Yeah. Spin it like in my last. Yeah. Spin it, make it all bad. La 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 bamba. Shout it back. Yeah. All the cash up for grabs. Yeah, there's no cap. She like that, I keep coming back. La 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 bum. Shout it, you the bomb. We go shopping in Milan. Backseat of that foreign, bad in LA like LeBron. I got a smudge in her little bum. She say yo te amo, she just want that Louis Vuitton. Came for me, you in a fair lane. Keep you know you need to grab a napkin. Play my Spanish, she love to cook me plantain. Go hit my Cali crib and give you all the back pain. Yeah. Might make you my baby mama. I like how you shake it like some maracas. Might let you keep the commas. Para bailar la bamba. All that she get it all from her mama. La 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 bamba. Say that. Yeah. What you gon' do for the bag? Yeah. Spin it like in my last. Yeah. Spin it, make it all bad. La 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 bamba. Shout it back. Yeah. All the cash up for grabs. Yeah. There's no cap. She like that, I keep coming back. La 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 bamba.
어우, 에런저지.
Check me out now. Tony, yeah, walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big house. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a sick rich, the clothes off. Pull her to the flame with my doze off. Try to count a million and I dozed off. And I got my fingers in the air. Yeah, hanging with Paul Bear. Yeah, turn you to lawn care. Rex in my Montclair. Yeah, this just a small shell. Hold up, make sure it's all there. I go to sleep in designer. Psych, I go to sleep in yikes, tell any honor a lie, right? Soon as I left, I got right. This a precision and detail. See, life is a beach, seashell. I sold the bags for retail. I'm from the block, no email. Walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big house. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a sick rich, the clothes off.
I'm cool, yo. I'm starting to think no one told y'all. Designing my clothes, dog. How much you think my coat costs? I'm spitting like Mozart. This till I gotta flip Noah's Ark. New Lamborghini, the doze off. Fell asleep in the doze off. Get it? My diamonds and stones water. ITD like Coach Carter. Ain't talking about no soda. Girl with me want some products. I pull her on turning hands. I close the curtain when she turn her nose. This off white. I be rocking Virgil clothes.
Walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big house. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a sick rich, the clothes off.
Yo le llamo la reina del party. Ella lo torquea como Cari. Ella le dice que sea la Mari. Le gusta cuando freno en el Ferrari. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Esta noche hay bailoteo. se abra la compuerta. Más vale loca que muerta. Te voy a pisar si te suelta. Hasta los 70, perreando en la lenta. Yo sé que tú no te portas bien. Que ratas bajo y yo también. Te vas de party todo el weekend. Entren ahora que caben 100. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Bailoteo, 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 bailoteo. Esta noche bailoteo.
MTO 휴스턴 홀업이에요. 오랜만에 하니 재밌군요. 아싸 1등 타라. 릴리언스 왜 이렇게 잘하지? 8회.
In now, Martin Maldonado, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with.
컨트롤 안 좋군. 959286. 959286.
The base hit into the outfield. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw.
오른손 스프린저도 있고.
George Springer will come on to pinch hit here in a big
스프링어
spot.
화이팅!
High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Smith. He grabs it, but the tying run is going to try for third. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third.
벤틀리
On the fly
좋았어.
out. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
벌써 시끄러. 959286이었나? 959286.
From the stretch, Michael Brantley comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. 2-0 to Brantley.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2-0 count, the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. And that's a base hit as the run will trot home from third. And the Astros have come back to tie things up.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up.
컨트롤 좋네? 9189, 8289, 9289.
Comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
8 runs on 12 hits and 2 errors thus far for the Astros. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. The relay throw, the tag, and he's out going for third. But they'll take the late lead in this one as a run does come in to score.
The second baseman, Altuve.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Three runs already home here. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch to 2-2 now.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field.
나이스. 이게 감이 들어오나요?
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Matt McGill enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
세이브 번이 안 되니까 쉬어.
At the plate, Miles Straw, as he'll get caught reaching on a first pitch slider for strike 1. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
투수 바뀌었구나. 컨트롤 좋네. 558884 5588.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Waiting on it is Smith. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But they managed to back.
Your attention, please. This game for the Astros. Now
digging in and looking for more, Dylan Moore. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. He's 1 for 4. Dustin Garneau is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 14, Dustin Garneau.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. The 0-2 once more. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth. Plate shed long. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Bregman is there. He hauls it in without any trouble. And there are two away. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Malik Smith. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll beat the throw as he's got himself a bunt single.
The bat, number 3, shortstop, JP Crawford.
이 정도 세이브 상황이 되지.
Roberto Ozuna gets the call here as he'll try and look for one out to finish this thing off.
Number 54.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Astros will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series.
응? 이때 세이브 상황 내야 되는 거 아니야? 3점인데. 디비전 챔피언십. 담배 한 대 피고 올게요. 역시 톤이 좋아. 어허, 6대4로 이기고 있군.
Gangster. Come on. Red light, green light.
The Stros have been wreaking havoc on their opponents so far this season. For a word on that, let's go down to the field with Heidi Watney.
Matt, this fan base expected a contender this year, and so far they've gotten what they expected and more. They've been terrific in April and May, and they seem capable of leaving the pack behind. But I'm told they don't want to get ahead of themselves. They're going to stay humble, keep doing the little things right, and just play good baseball. And, well, it's working so far, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. He's set and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate, but tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
Digging in, the switch hitter, number 27. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Joe Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. First pitch on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Smith was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Mondesi brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
I see.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. That That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
1-1 the count now. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
KC down to their final strike in this one. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. So another game is in the books. Guys, what do you make of where things stand around the league as we head into June?
Matt, we are at the point in the season where certain teams have seized the mantle of front runner. If you are on one of those pace setters, you are looking to keep your stride, and if you're not, then you're trying to keep an eye on who's out in front of you and see if you can either cut into that lead or at least keep pace and not be left in the dust.
Totally agree. This is usually the time when we start to see teams separating themselves a little bit, but there's a lot of season left at the same time.
Took more shots after phase than Kelby. After dark, you go crazy. Police ain't scary. You ain't bred for this. I'm still in the hood. They make bread and dip. I'm not jumping ship. I might you got enough for Vince. Feeling like Snoop with the Source Awards. Feeling like you wasn't born for war. Cause when I come around, you be head to the ground. Crack 'em up.
기아리콜이다.
Lucas Mo, when I am, I heard the Lucas toe. Long Beach like crazy Joe with mayhem. We'll be getting new wheels from.
저스틴 멜린더가 죽을 쓰고 있네.
Well, as teams do these days, Yordan striding forward now. (97) 898784 7 789 Now is the DH, Yordan Alvarez. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Make the turn. Make the turn.
Boy, something you don't see very often. You got a guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And striding forward, the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number one. So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down.
Next will be the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
High and away, not close. 3-0.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Well, we talked about him earlier, so let's recap. Alvarez had a fairly pedestrian night offensively.
Well, he did have the one hit, so that's good. We mentioned earlier what a difference this guy can make for this club when he's locked in.
Yeah, Dan, and though he wasn't a major factor in this one, he's going to be just fine.
Oh,
You can't make the
안타는
highlight
쳤는데.
reels every night, but he'll have his days, I guarantee it.
뭐라?
And run out the back door. If he ask for my relationship with the Lord, you can tell at the service I'm bored. I'd rather be on a resort. I'd rather be serving some boys. I'd rather be serving this to a sort of thinking I know she is. I'm swimming in this, got me drowning. I'm drowning. Ice, yeah, this water got me drowning. I'm drowning. No flow chasing, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No flow chasing, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Cool by the boat, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Ice, yeah, this water got me drowning. I'm drowning. No flow chasing, I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No flow chasing, I'm from a place where they pull up on you with a going bang bang bang. No one warned you, ain't no time for no play play play. You sleeping on a stretcher like late late. I'm saying hey, trying to live day by day. None of these neighbors say nothing if you see a and them is coming. They dumping, they kicking, they punching, they jumping. The reason I'm
Me and my nigga Frankie, we just kicking it. We gotta add up our dividends. All of my they whip, pop out in their head. Boom, boom, boom. 40 is clearing the room, room. You better duck it, go boom, boom. Foreign is moving like vroom, vroom. Hop in the foreign, go zoom, zoom. Me and my nigga Frankie, we just kicking it. We gotta add up our dividends. All of my they whip, pop out in their head. Boom, boom, boom.
안녕하세요.
You better duck it, go boom, boom. Foreign is moving like vroom, vroom.
아, 벨란도 왜 이렇게 못해?
Go get a bag, I drip in our shores. You catch a tag, we not.
이골리네.
Corey Lee finds himself in the starting lineup today. They decided to call him up in the hopes that he can provide the spark they're looking for.
All right, come on.
61 컨트롤 9793 878 793 8781.
Not put too much pressure on this guy just yet, Matty B. I don't think they're expecting him to be an MVP just yet, but they definitely think he has what it takes to be a major contributor on this club.
Yeah, he's just got to provide solid, fundamentally sound at bats, Dan. Don't get outside yourself. Don't let the moment get to you. Just do your job up there.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Lee is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Digging in for a second at bat.
아, 송구가 많이 어려졌네 진짜.
Corey Lee 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. His line against Justin Verlander, he's just 1 for 13. Pulled toward right center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Corey Lee.
빠졌다. 아싸.
Into center field, line drive base hit. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway. Stepping into the box, Jose Altuve. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
0-1 count and the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Popped him up. Peraza has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
그래.
So digging in now, George Springer. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
Hey, your pitch, drive it deep.
Stepping in and ready for another shot. Corey.
컨트롤 58 나쁘군. 9593 9186 9593
Lee, and their runners at the corners now. First offering on its way.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. Forced to set. Pulling in now, Corey Lee. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the set.
오, 투부스터. 어.
I know that we got it. I might even guarantee it when she took me up and turned me right into a pair of shoes. I got the MB on them, make you stare and see him. We ain't paying for him. Now you ought to know I'm wearing free ones. When you go to me, I gotta know is there a reason it was so abrupt? I kinda had to think there would be one. Conversations out of state, they asking where are we from? I don't care about you. I got me a chick that's Caribbean. She want me to serenade her, but you know I'm bashful. I got all the whippersnappers and the little rascals. Turned off the way we dripping with Tabasco. Old friends inquiring about
베일페이스.
Okay, this here in the gas state. I can't hit it. If I do, I might pass away. These boys fake, please quit with the masquerade. Hey, not here with the past the same. I could probably use a fresh start out the window of the Target. I'm reflecting on life through Cherokee Park. Think about life through Cherokee Park. I know that we got it. I might even me up and turn me right into a paraplegic pair of shoes. I got the MB on them, make you stare and see him. We ain't paying for him. Now you ought to know I'm wearing free ones. When you go to me, I gotta know is there a reason it was so abrupt? I kinda had to think that there would be one. Conversations out of state, they asking where are we from? I don't care about you. I got me a chick that's Caribbean. It's a push start. I ain't gotta put the key in. Whip it real nice like a good human being. 24 East, I'm in Chattanooga 10. Yeah, the barbecue Korean and my shorty muy bien. Ay, we just went from dive bars to the Coliseum. Man, he's a try hard, wouldn't wanna be him. PG, I'm the GM. Go ahead, copyright it to him. Go ahead, copyright it. Nah, I wouldn't wanna say too much. We ain't take her from you, now she
came to us. Ain't no steak dinner, but we made through brunch. 2-4 on the beat, you know he came through clutch. No, he came through clutch. I know that we got it, I might even guarantee it. When she took me up and turned me right into a paraplegic pair of shoes. I got the MB on them, make you stare and see him. We ain't paying for him, now you ought to know I'm wearing free ones. When you go to me, I gotta know, is there a reason it was so abrupt? I kinda had to think that there would be one. Conversations out of state, they asking where are we from? I don't care about you, I got me a chick that's Caribbean.
Shiny like a limousine. You're spending like a cash machine. Smile, show your golden teeth. That's how you cover up your cavities. You're glowing like a diamond ring. I saw you bought some other things. You're spending like a cash machine to cover up your insecurities. No front, no need. When is it enough? How bad do you need that stuff? What's it all for? Why does it seem like you still want more? When is it enough? Turns out you don't need that stuff. What's it all for? Why does it seem like you still want more? Shiny like a limousine. You're spending like a cash machine. Smile, show your golden teeth. That's how you cover up your cavities. You're not fooling us all. Someone tell me something. Shut up and take my money. I got pockets full of gold. No, I don't know nothing. Stop acting funny. I've seen greedy people hungry up in swarms. I've seen them running, coming for more. When is it enough? How bad do you need that stuff? What's it all for? Why does it seem like you still want more? When is it enough?
The Astros, should they eke out a win in this one, would extend their division lead, at least with regard to their opponent tonight, who's in striking distance in the division race.
No doubt, Matt. It's not lost on these guys that their opponents are chomping at the bit to make up some ground in this race by knocking off the top dog.
컨트롤 안 좋군. 허심 투심. 97, 9189. 97.
Corey Lee.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Corey Lee is at the plate as he watches ball one. Michael Brantley will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 23, Michael Brantley.
2-0 to Brantley. With runners in scoring position this season, Brantley carries a hitting line just Over the 280 plateau. The set and the 2-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is there to make the catch, and they'll get out of this with the lead intact. Michael Brantley will stay in the game, taking over in right and batting number 9. Ready to begin the 8th, and up next, the power-hitting third baseman Matt Chapman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's on the outside corner for a strike. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Softly hit to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1.
6 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Good curveball, strike 2.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Smoke toward the hole. Altuve has it, and there's out number 2. So now it's Mark Canha. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Curveball hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's.
3번 알투베.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. Hits ball 1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game. So they'll make a matchup move here.
엔트로 안 좋군. 979585. 7985.
Here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Diekman is among a dying breed. Those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Late that time for a strike. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Lays off 1-0. His past history with Jake Diekman, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Pitch out, nothing doing. Altuve stands at first with 1 out. Now a rocket deep down the line in left.
나이스!
A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. George Springer puts 2 on the board with that home run. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they move out in front 7-6.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
The first baseman.
Into the box, Ehire Adrianza popped him up. Murphy moving to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and that'll bring up the LSU product, Alex Bregman. First pitch coming, here it is. Swing and a miss on a pitch inside that may have got him. It's 0-1. Kenna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Joe Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Chris Davis next to bat. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at-bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And a good hard slider as this one swung on and missed for the 1st out here in the 9th. So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotty, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here it comes, 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, hats off to the pitching staff right here. They've been able to hold a hot hitter in check in Game 4 this series.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Gets a small piece near the plate. On to first, and now the A's are down to their final out. Next up for the A's, Sean Murphy. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Low for ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Count even at 2-2. Last strike now for Oakland. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over. So the Astros record a big division win and thus bolster their position at the top of the standings.
Yeah, and maybe just as important in a win like this is the message it sends to the team that you're trying to track down. It's a notable win, and it's definitely going to add to this team's confidence going forward.
바른 상승세.
You're in too deep to go back again. Cash is pay to play. You want more hits than lemonade. No, you don't own me. You don't even know me. This vagabond with a two-pop path to the great beyond. Say genuine, a ground floor up I can help you find. You're a dreamer. Call me when you're Bieber. And when they play it, you can't help but sing along. That's nothing odd, that's nothing wrong. 'Cause a good song never dies. It just reminds you of where you were the first time it made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never. No good song never. The first time they made you cry, the first time you felt alive. No good song never. The wondered bond don't work no more, think it took too much. Your equity, make the caffeine be your weaponry. Is the reason there never was one needed. It's all around, but it weighs too much to slow you down. It's the time to act, 'cause the best defense is the timeless track. You don't own me, you don't even know me. But when they play it, you can't help but sing along. That's nothing odd, that's nothing wrong. 'Cause a good song never dies. It just reminds you of where you
안녕하세요. 갑시다. 또 주고 있네. 볼티미어한테 지고 있다니.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home.
컨트롤 안 좋군. 959783 959783
That tying run from first. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. Maldonado, the runner at first with two gone. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Orioles have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah. Long hair girl with Celine on, yeah. She ain't got a job, but she rockin' bomb, yeah. Hey, he can nobody.
볼티모어한테 왜 이렇게 많이 줬어? 이런. 어때요?
Go ahead, girl, with your Birkin on, yeah. Long hair girl with Celine on, yeah. She ain't got a job, but she rockin' ball me, yeah. I don't want a little bit, I want the whole thing. One of one, make a Mary Jeans, oh yeah.
We've got a good game going here between two clubs that seem to be for real this year.
Pat, this is a nice test for both teams, both of whom, as you said, figure to be in the race as the season unfolds. Learning how to win close games like this one against quality opponents is crucial to a championship campaign. So this game could give us a glimpse of how each of these teams might respond in a big game situation.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Edwin Encarnacion comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
To 2-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Just hung in there on that one.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time.
Nice.
Swung on and missed. He got him.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Head-to-head matchups with Brad Peacock. Just a 1 for 9. 2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this bottom of the inning now, and that'll give
컨트롤 안 좋군. 979 8884 979 8884
Way to the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, Alex.
From the stretch. The 0-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Taken strike two.
들어오네.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first two pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first down.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Ran it in on him as this is bounced toward short. And that's the second out. So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th. And up next, the former Angel Martin Maldonado. Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Maldonado behind a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Roberto Ozuna will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He went down on strikes last time up. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Tim Anderson will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Springer at the track. Nice. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Nomar Mazara will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The average sitting at 297 here to start things out. 8 home runs and 34 driven in.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games.
Bregman has got it, and the side is retired. Down in order goes Tim Anderson. Stays in the ball game in the 9-hole and takes over out in center field. Jay Spry enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings.
컨트롤 무지 안 좋네. 9388 8478 9388 8478.
He's set and the pitch. Michael Brantley is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 2-0 to Brantley. Fry is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. 3-0 pitch. Line to the right side. But a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he goes back to the cutter here. 3-2. And that misses here. Ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half. Lee will come on now and pinch run here. So stepping in, Kyle Tucker. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. There to make the catch is Jimenez, and there's one away. Now in the box, Jose Altuve has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Swing and a liner. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. The Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. The set and the 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner will get back standing. Payoff pitch on its way. Strike 3, and the potential winning run laid waste. Corey Lee will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Leury Garcia. He singled his last time up.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. The 2-1. Taken high and deep to right. Ranging back is Tucker. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Up next for Chicago, Danny Mendick. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man in. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1. Lays off. 2-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit.
되게 부딪힐 뻔했구나.
Dan, how frustrating that must be. 8 pitch at bat, and he's able to work a base hit.
D-Row, he threw everything but the kitchen sink at him. He threw off-speed pitches, fastballs, and on the 8th pitch, left one out over the plate, just enough for a base hit.
Pitch outside, the throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada. Ball 3.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 pitch.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for
now this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall. And they're not going to get him at third, so runners at second and third now with only 1 gone.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Ryan Presley is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall.
Hey, D-Row, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1-0 count. Here it is. Fastball hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now batting, Yasmani Grandal. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The White Sox lead this one 8-5. Alex Colomé enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
푹스 열리라는 것 봐.
Here's George Springer.
9088.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Colomé rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The windup and the 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Fouled away. Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This one's down to third. Moncada has it. And there are 2 away now. Next up for the Stros, Alex Bregman, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Last strike now for Houston. Popped up. Moncada in foul ground, and no one will get this one. Ball 2.
This is a fun guy to.
네.
지금 어디냐?
집이요. 뭐야? 아, 그거 문자로 줘, 문자로. 나 디오스 5? 알았어. 네, 알았어요. 네, 알았어. 네. 아빠한테 전화 왔어. 냉장고 알아봐달라고.
Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's got it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Well, we mentioned both of these clubs look to be contenders this year. What do you take away from the outcome here, guys?
Well, I do expect both of these clubs to be there in September, and both of these teams, the winner and the loser, can learn things about themselves from this game.
Yeah, and about their opponent. Remember, guys, these teams could end up tangling again down the line in the postseason when there's a lot more at stake. There's a lot of little things you can learn along the way from teams you're going to have to find a way to beat later in the season.
42 남았구만. 오, 1-2치 물어왔다. 이랑 야, 전도 유명하구만. 그러나 난 단식이 시즌이기 때문에 널 데리고 오겠다. 1-2치. 아싸, 1-2치 물어왔다. 오.
Christian Yelich makes his first start for them today after they traded for him.
오, 1-2치다.
Striding in for Houston, Christian Yelich. He'll get to take his first.
컨트롤 좋네. 컨트롤 놓고 사는 애구나. 9080.
Guts here.
9080.
From the stretch. Fastball in there for a called strike. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They're coming off a loss last time out, but they've been playing well. Winners of 5 straight prior to that game.
Yeah, Matty, I don't think yesterday's loss should be a focus on this team whatsoever. I think they showered that one off. They had a big winning streak coming into their last game. Dropped that one, but let's see if they start another winning streak today.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. Minaya has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters. And when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Line drive to center field. And there's his first hit in his new uniform. That has to feel good to get that out of the way.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. Hopped up. Chapman is there for it, but they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. Digging in, Alex Bregman. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. In the air to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Astros, and the A's will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Hey, see if you can drive. What do you say?
Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oh, and it's not often you see a guy like that flail so badly up there, but that was a great 1 away for the Astros here in the 6th. And up next, the sweet swinging left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich. Ball 1.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Popped him up. Kemp waits on it. 2 gone. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich.
Time right here.
The right fielder, Christian.
First offering on its way.
Ball 1. Hey, attaboy, good eye. Ball 1, no strike. Hey, get your pitch. Drive it right here.
The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's out.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball.
Hey, I broke that up there. Huh?
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Hit down the line at first, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Right here.
Your pitch, huh?
Again, he sends it out of play.
You drive it. Let's go, kid.
Now a throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A payoff pitch one more time. Japanese and called strike 3. At the plate, Sean Murphy head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's 2 for 3. He's taken him deep once. Comes set, the 0-1. Hops this one up. And Altuve will put the squeeze on this one, and that ends the inning. For Oakland. Coming to the plate now.
48 7985
Christian Yelich. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Oh, baby. Pitch up there.
A little over-anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. Brentley on at first, nobody out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
땄네.
Today didn't go the way he wanted it to at the plate. Kind of a pedestrian debut with his new team.
Yeah, it wasn't his finest hour with the bat, but he should have plenty of opportunities down the stretch to make an impact.
La 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 bamba. Say that. Yeah. What you gonna do for the bag? Yeah. Spin it like in my last. Yeah. Spin it, make it all bad. La 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 bamba. Shout it back. Yeah. All the cash up for grabs. Yeah. There's no cap. She like that, I keep coming back. La 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 bamba. Yeah. She just want hard Celine. She like the bar Kareem. I'm trying to get all between. Yeah. She pop it all on me. Take on a shopping spree. Let her get a property. Hey. Come to my palace. I know you tired them dudes be capping. She like my fashion. I put on strings like Richie Valens. You the baddest. I'ma told them red no salad. Send the address. I pull up that fantastic. I can't leave you alone. You the only girl who get to stay until the moon. No cap. Dime que me amas, better tell me on the phone. She say you can't have my corazón. La bamba. Say that. Yeah. What you gon' do for the bag? Yeah. Spin it like in my last. Yeah. Spin it, make it all bad. La 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 bamba. Shout it back. Yeah. All the cash up for grabs. Yeah. There's no cap. She like that, I keep coming back. La 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 bamba. Shout it, you the bomb. We go shopping in Milan. Backseat of that foreign. Bad at LA like LeBron. I got a smudge in her little bum. She say yo te amo. She just want that Louis Vuitton. Came for me, you in a fair lane. Keep you though you need to grab a napkin. Play my Spanish, she love to cook me plantain. Go hit my Cali crib and give you all the back pain. Yeah. Might make you my baby mama. I like how you shake it like some maracas. Might let you keep the commas. Para bailar la bamba. All that she get it all from her mama. La 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 bamba. Say that. Yeah. What you gon' do for the bag? Yeah. Spin it like in my last. Yeah. Spin it, make it all bad. La 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 bamba. Shout it back. Yeah. All the cash up for grabs. Yeah. There's no cap. She like that, I keep coming back. La 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 bamba.
mine now. Tony, yeah, walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big houses. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a rich, clothes off. Pull her to the flame with my doze off. Try to count a million and I dozed off. And I got my fingers in the air. Yeah, hanging with Paul Bear. Yeah, turn you to lawn care. Rex in my Montclair. Yeah, this just a small shell. Hold up, make sure it's all there. I go to sleep in designer. Psych, I go to sleep in for. Yikes, tell any honor a lie, right? Soon as I left, I got right. This a precision and detail. See, life is a beach, seashell. I sold the bags for retail. I'm from the block, no email. Walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big houses. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a rich, clothes off.
I'm cool, yo. I'm starting to think no one told y'all. Designing my clothes, dog. How much you think my coat costs? I'm spitting like Mozart. This till I gotta flip Noah's Ark. New Lamborghini, the doze off. Fell asleep in the doze off. Get it? My diamonds and stones water. ITD like Coach Carter. Ain't talking about no soda. Girl with me want some products. I pull her on turning hands. I close the curtain when she turn her nose. This off white. I be rocking Virgil clothes.
Walked out of Louis looking like a virgin discount. If it ain't 100, this a miscount. 7 days a week, I 6 ounce. If a chick with me, she like big houses. If a chick with me, she like foreign cars. If a chick with me, she like go yard. If a chick with me, she like protein. Make a rich, clothes off.
디비전 라이벌.
Yo le llamo la reina del party. Ella lo